And it's conference rivals squaring off tonight in this one, Steve. It might be the regular season, but this has a playoff feel to it, doesn't it?
These are the type of games you love to watch in the regular season, Kevin. The fans will be rowdy, the players fully engaged. We got a good one tonight.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Memphis shooting their first free throw attempt on the night, and no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja?
Oh!
Yes. As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Fires from deep. And there's Booker on the assist by Paul. Booker's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
The 3 sinks the triple.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Adams in the corner. Outside, Bane. Adams down low. Ayton's there. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
To the left wing, Okogie, the pass to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Inside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. There's the steal. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Paul. Here's Okogie. Adams defending. Paul passes to Ayton. And the rejection by Jackson. The 3 from Morant. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. He takes it in.
I'll tell you what, Ayton is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Phoenix. No good that time either.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again. That was a clever move, slicing his way past the taller defender and finishing with some flavor.
Paul. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Morant right side. Just 5 on the clock. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Great vision by Ja Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Paul finds Booker. Booker against Bane. Over Booker. Adams, the pass to Bane. The dish to Morant. A miss that time would have put him up. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
Booker with it. Now defended by Adams. Down low. That's good from Booker on the assist by Paul. 13 points for Devin Booker. Morant against Paul. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Stronger than his frame might suggest. That's a big-time and one by Ja.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line earlier.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
Creativity at its best, but scoreboard points are worth more than style points.
Kicks it out to Booker. Pass to Paul. Back to Booker. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Suns. We witnessed him delivering a series of...
Ladies and gentlemen,
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3. So that's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Left side Durant. Back to Booker. Fades and shoots. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Booker's got 16.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Booker in the corner. Launches a 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Booker's got 19 points.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Morant looking around. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Payne against Booker. Takes a 3. Okogie, the pass to Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Durant for 3. Phoenix needs to get off a shot, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. As a well-known three-point shooter that you were, Steve, what do you think about how that shot dominates the modern game we watch today?
What I love about Kevin, first of all, it gives you spacing. And you're never out of a game because of the three-point shot. You can get right back into it. And also, at the end of a game, you knock down 3 or 4 in a row, the game is over.
Baisley's checked in for the Suns. T.J. Warren comes in for Josh Okogie.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Paul kicks to Booker. Warren dishes to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. With the fadeaway. The Grizzlies pull it in. A minute 20 left in the first half of the game. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
Booker, good. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Morant passes to Jackson. 3-on-3, swiped away. 43 seconds left in the second quarter. He feeds it to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
He's a power player. That's a grown man move by Steven Adams.
Suns moving the ball around. Booker with it. Now defended by Adams. And Ayton throws it down.
A big man with a big finish. Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
He's made 2 of his 3 attempted tonight.
Shooting for Memphis.
Both shots good from the stripe. All up top, Adams defending. Pass to Baisley. Puts up a 3. He got it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark. All right, thank you, David. And folks,
31. The Grizzlies, 32.
and we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Jackson passes to Adams, and that one good. Adams has got the lead up to 3 now for the Grizzlies.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3.
Payne finds Morant. Adams sets the pick for Morant. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 26 points.
Well, Morant's awareness in the pick and roll is special. He usually makes the right reads.
Ayton a screen on Morant. Paul with the 3, gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Warren dishes to Paul. Ayton kicks to Ross. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Suns lead by 2.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And taken away by Paul. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Paul with the ball. It's Durant on the wing. There's the triple. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Morant's against Paul. And Morant throws it down.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic. Even his teammates look a little stunned.
Durant, the pass to Ayton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future. Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Paul kicks to KD. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Phoenix making a change. Okogie's checked in. Here's Paul. And there's the pass to Okogie. The feed to Ayton. To the inside. And the basket by Okogie. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Paul passes to Durant and finished off by KD.
The 7-footer Durant is a threat to dunk it. Can't let him get inside.
Payne finds Morant. 1:19 left to play in the third. And Morant throws it down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
And the dunk by Jackson.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Paul outside. Outside, KD. To the left side wing. KD, a screen on Brooks. Launches it. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Count that one.
Muscling his way around the floor, Brooks able to absorb contact without it affecting the shot.
Morant against Paul. They get a hand on it. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
There's 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Adams with the screen on Paul. It's Morant with the drive. Oh, and he misses the dunk. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Phoenix.
Please give a big round of applause
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in its small forward. Who's out there for Phoenix.
We know he can pass it. He's a tough defender, and Desmond Bane can shoot it from all over. We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
KD can't get it to go. Now a timeout called by Memphis. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA, and now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Thanks so much, David.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Morant against Paul. Lock at 6. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Morant. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Paul, and so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Payne, he's checked in for Paul. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
2nd personal foul. 1st team foul.
Here's Booker. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Hits the outside fadeaway.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Morant with it. And then Morant slams it in.
And this sort of dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside Jackson. Passes it to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Adams. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Booker with no one around gets a very good look and converts. Booker's got 28 points for the game.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Now Morant. That one doesn't go. And Booker kicks to KD. A Kobe for three. They get the rebound. To the middle. Fades. Booker no good. Memphis leading by 3. On the wing, Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. 6 on the shot clock. And finished off by Morant.
Tremendous effort from John Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
And here's Booker from the arc. John Morant grabs the rebound. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. .1:15 left to play in the final quarter. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. And here's Booker from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 7 now in this quarter.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Morant. Some solid defense from Ayton. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Kicks it out to Booker. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morant with it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
At the stripe, John Morant isn't flawless, but he does seem to thrive under pressure.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain ramp.
Here's Booker. And they go to the intentional foul.
Third team foul.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 2 here.
The pressure is on, but Booker can handle it. He just has to trust himself.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
For the Grizzlies,
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
The confidence Morant has in himself is impressive. He brushes pressure off like it's nothing.
Six seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Booker, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
Smack clowns with mad style.
Lots of guys who have spent tons of time in the league, Brent.
And these guys know each other so well, B.A. Whether it's this team or playing on other teams, they've seen these faces. They recognize the moves. We'll see tonight who can outthink the other.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Mason Plumlee out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Now here's Leonard. Pass to Plumlee. Back to Leonard. Clock at 4. Goes back up. And he lays it in.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Paul finds Booker. No good on the triple.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's George. Stolen by Booker. Now Paul. Ayton passes to Booker. The kick to Durant. There's the triple. That one is off. And Los Angeles the other way now.
Have we gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers? So a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
For Phoenix, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Ayton, a screen on George. For 3, Booker. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brent, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Now here's Zubac. George outside. Back to Zubac. George right side. And the layup is good off the glass.
Yeah, not letting anybody keep him from that spot. Paul George, a nice, strong play that time.
Pass to Okogie. Booker with it. Fades back. Sinks it from distance. Booker's got 6.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Plumlee to the wing on the left. Nifty move. And Westbrook lays it in. Westbrook's got his second basket.
Don't say this much about guards, but big boy strength there as Westbrook does not give in to the aggressive defense.
Drills it from deep.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Pass to Zubac. Here he goes. George outside. Zubac screen. Gets a hand on it. The Suns have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Paul finds Booker.
2 minutes remaining.
Durant with a screen on George. For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps when you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brett.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Here's Okogie. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Westbrook. Out to Leonard. Zubac with a screen on Booker. Leonard passes to Zubac. Stolen by Ayton. Fast break. Here we go. The finish. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Good hands by Ayton.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. George passes to Plumlee. Back to George. Fires the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. For 3, Booker. Plumlee pulls down the board. Here's George. Kevin Durant pulls it in. And for the Suns, they're shooting around 44% in this opening quarter. On the wing, Durant jacks up a three. Plumlee pulls down the board. And here are the Clippers now. George outside. Pass to Leonard. Westbrook outside. George outside. Shoots over Booker. And again, no good by the Clippers. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth dance team.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
So here are the five for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Mason Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the point. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Basket counts.
That's tenacious play in the paint from Kawhi, just insisting on getting to that shot.
And here's Paul. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And a nice finish on the layup.
He's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Now here's Leonard. Good chance here for Westbrook. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Westbrook's got 6.
That's a heads-up play right there. Reads the floor, distributes accordingly.
Pass to Okogie. Back to Booker. Fades. Here's Baisley. Here's Ayton. He's guarded by Zubac. For 3, Booker. And that one's good. He's got 11.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Stolen. Here's Baisley. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Suns. Ross comes in for Devin Booker. Now here's George. Leonard passes to George. Not going to go that time. Hey, nice D from Ross. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, VA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Back to Plumlee. Pass to Zubac. Oh, sweet move. That one no good. And Phoenix the other way now. And here's Ross. Back to Okogie. The 3. Knocks down the long J. And it's a 7-point Phoenix lead.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense. Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Outside Paul. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Durant. Pass to Okogie. Fires the three. And the Suns get another three.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Plumlee passes to George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Suns on offense. They're on a 16-4 run. And Durant gets it to go.
Well, with that high release and that length, when KD takes a three, if you're the defender, you're pretty much just hoping he misses.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Oh, a clear look for Ross. Another one falls for Phoenix.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. The three from Ayton. Another three for Phoenix.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
High post Plumlee. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Plumlee's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Outside Durant. The Clippers grab the miss. Plumlee's got his fourth rebound in this one.
Suns foul. Josh Okogie. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And he drops the first.
And for Westbrook, you talk about playing with a controlled intensity. And when he does that, he's unstoppable.
Just 4 seconds left in the second quarter. The kick to Durant. Shoots over Westbrook. What a play! He drains it at the... And so it's Phoenix. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. And they've got a comfortable lead in large part due to their three-point shooting. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
At the line for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt.
The previous play is under review.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Durant against George. Here's Ayton. And he makes it on the layup. Ayton's got 7 points in the game. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
It's Durant with a drive. Goes up with it again. Here's a three from Paul. And the three-pointer goes. Paul's got his third basket on the night right there.
Well, defenses cannot let his range go unchallenged when CP3 gets it going from there.
Here's George. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. The Suns making a switch here. Booker's checked in.
Shooting one.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
Booker for three. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. George with it, now guarded by Ayton. Plumlee passes to Leonard. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
FBA, with all of that experience, is able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
It's good. 11 points in the game.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Banked it in off the glass. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Warren, shot is good.
TJ Warren trusts that shot. Trust me, fantastic at shooting with purpose off the pass. That's alliteration.
Here's Leonard. Warren with the rebound. The Suns have gone 4 of 8 in the third. For three, Booker. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got 4 assists in the game.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
That's a smart pass as TJ Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
And the basket by Plumlee.
Not putting his head down. He continues to produce with the team trailing.
Phoenix has got 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history. It just didn't play out that way.
The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Baisley, he's checked in for Durant. Paul for 3. Sinks the tray. Paul's got 6 in the quarter.
Just such great form. Chris Paul so very efficient from that spot on the floor.
Pass to Westbrook. Out to Leonard. Fires for 3. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Shot by Leonard, no good. Phoenix has gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. Fires from deep. And Warren is good for 3. Warren's got his second basket of the night.
Just working on extending that range. TJ Warren in the offseason wanting to be a better three-point shooter. Nice to see him knock one down.
Plumlee passes to Leonard. Plenty of space. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And Paul gets it to go.
Chris Paul reading the defense, gets on the inside and decides to just knock it down.
It's George with the drive. And George with the jam.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Paul passes to Booker. The 3 ball. Leonard pulls down the board. On the table. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That aggressive mindset of his, Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
And Leonard drops them both. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Booker. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Baisley playing with force. That's a big sign.
And as we end the third quarter, a double dip. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Mason Plumlee out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Picked up by Baisley. And Booker puts up a deep three. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds in the game. Westbrook finds Leonard. And stolen by Paul. Here's Warren. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Off the mark there with a 3. The Clippers shooting efficiently, 50% so far. George passes to Leonard. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Suns. Here's Paul. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. It's Booker on the wing. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Back to Westbrook. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Paul. Now Booker. Off target from outside.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Kicks it to George. From deep. That shot off the mark. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's a 3 from Paul. Ayton passes to Paul. Ayton, a screen on Plumlee. That's good from Paul. On the assist from Ayton. Paul's got 11 points here in the second half.
Whatever the team needs, Chris Paul can provide it. Tonight, it's on the scoring end.
Good work there as it goes.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Buries it from 3.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Leonard for 3. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
I mean, is there another guy in the league who knows when his team needs this kind of lift? Kawhi getting those 3 points right back.
The 3, Durant. The Clippers grab the miss.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Westbrook. The shot no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Paul passes to Durant.
2 minutes remaining.
George against Booker. Pass to Warren. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Zubac with it. Durant covering. Warren with the rebound. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range.
Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
A big finish right there!
Awesome.
And you can see why KD has won himself a couple scoring titles.
Westbrook with the miss.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine. And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Suns.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for DeAndre Ayton.
He played big all night. Relentless on the glass, just helping his team in the possession battle.
The ball's knocked loose. Here's a three from Paul. They get it again, and he can't get that one. The three is up. George, and that's good.
Well, Paul George just felt out the defense there, and because they weren't close, he could just pull up.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Durant, no good.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
And just a special delivery for the defense.
Man, he just took the contact and still finished. Durant against Westbrook, beyond the arc. Paul passes to Booker. Fade away. Basket is good. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just
I smack clowns with mad style.
These guys are ready to go. So Memphis will get the first possession, and the Clippers starting 5. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
And that one drops for him.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
George passes to Plumlee. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Leonard with the steal. And here we go with Westbrook heading to the hoop.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Brooks outside. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
Westbrook lays it up off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Brooks with no one around. And a miss there on the triple. The Clippers have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Athletic finish off an explosive drive. We've seen this movie before, folks. Starring Russell Westbrook.
Jackson against Plumlee on the high post. Jackson misses.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Westbrook kicks to George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now here's Morant. Takes it inside and finished off by Morant.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Westbrook against Morant. It's stolen by Adams. Outside, Dane. No good on the 3. Los Angeles leading by 7.
Well, if you poll players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens on the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large unit.
Now here's Morant. Brooks finds Bain. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Adams. He can't get that one to fall. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's Leonard. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And it's Paul George with the finish.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Morant. Ooh, what a slam! What a slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Now, here's Zubac. Outside for George. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. George has got 9.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And an eye 4 and 9. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Capable of racking up assists. Westbrook has a feel for when his guys are open.
Here's Bane after the Clippers pick up 2. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of this game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And since coming into the league, Desmond Bane, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And that one is hammered home.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Here's Zubac. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his...
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Los Angeles. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. And Leonard gets it to go.
And in college, Leonard was a 25% shooter from 3. Boy, how times have changed.
Westbrook with the steal. Zubac with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Leonard the pass to Plumlee. Here's Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Adams.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Three-pointer, Brooks. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Amazing that Bane fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. Back to Brooks. Lets the 3 fly. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Brooks against George. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
You also love that Bane absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
With the drive. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Now the pass to Brooks. Here's Morant. And another miss by Memphis. Leonard on the wing. Brooks covering. And George kicks to Zubac. Six to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one's on Morant.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Leonard, no luck. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Morant scanning the floor. And it's sent back by Plumlee. They get it back. It's Morant with the drive. On the wing, Bane. Into the lane. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Adams. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 6. Pass to Plumlee. Clippers moving the ball around. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that pest on this end and just disrupt it.
Morant with a wide open look. Pass to Brooks. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And the sharpshooter Mike Miller watching his former team, the Grizzlies, here in Memphis.
And if his presence inspires them, you wouldn't know it from the scoreboard. But make no mistake, one of the great players in their franchise history.
Leonard. And the shot is good. Leonard's got 9.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Outside Jackson. Outside Bane. His three-pointers off the mark.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Plumlee, the pass to Leonard. Another miss by Leonard. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 14-point game. From deep, Brooks. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Leonard finds George. And the 3 off target. Memphis has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Morant. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Here's George. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 15.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flank.
Always plays hard until the...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. Morant with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Westbrook with the steal.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
Leonard finds Plumlee. Back to Leonard. Driving in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Now here's Brooks. Pass to Adams. Nice shot by Brooks. Brooks has got 5.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
George passes to Zubac. Can't connect from short range. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Bane looking around. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's Morant. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
This is what teams try to do with Morant. Get physical, make it difficult, but he just continues to figure it out.
And Plumlee kicks to Zubac. Back to Plumlee. And Adams sends it back. Second half of play with just under... It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 15. George finds Zubac. Outside Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Morant against Westbrook. And he can't jam it through. Leonard fires away from outside. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Leonard the pass to George. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Driving to the basket, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Westbrook against Adams. Over Westbrook. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
George dishes to Leonard. That one good for 2. 16 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Morant outside. Outside, Bane. This one for 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. George finds Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Bain passes to Jackson. It's Brooks on the wing. Here's Morant. And the Grizzlies get it back. Outside Jackson. Back to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. Morant with it. Westbrook picks him up. Nice shot by Brooks. Here's Westbrook. It'll count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Clippers lead by... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. It's stolen by Adams. Morant outside. Adams with the screen on Westbrook. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Leonard finds Westbrook. Now Plumlee. Back to Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. The pass to Plumlee. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. One's on Morant. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers. That one is no good. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Morant outside. Outside, Bain. 3-pointer. The rebound by Paul George. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Leonard kicks to Westbrook. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Another shot. Here's Zubac. The kick out to Westbrook. And the Clippers miss again. Morant against Westbrook. To the paint. Here's Adams. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Clippers leading by 11. Outside for George. Shakes him. Back to Westbrook. Leonard on the wing. Brooks covering. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Los Angeles with another miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Nice finish. This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
Here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 7th assist here tonight.
It's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Brooks. And George, here we go. It's hauled in by Adams. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Morant passes to Jackson. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And George with the stuff.
And on offense, George has looked totally focused. He's clearly committed to having a big game tonight.
Here's Morant. And yes, it's good. Morant's got 10 points in just the second half.
Oh, a little touch of class there at the end of the play as he was able to convert
on the finger roll. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Here's Bain, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Westbrook kicks to Zubats. And he gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Stolen away. .110 left in the fourth quarter. Out to Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Putting his 6'11" frame to use. Jackson's a low, down low. Good luck stopping him.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Here's Westbrook. Leonard attacking. Pass to Zubats. It's stolen by Adams. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Bain finds Morant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Leonard from deep three-point land. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Incredible accuracy from Leonard, daring the defense to cover him outside.
Out to Morant from past the arc. And again, Memphis no good. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Brooks against Zubats. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Now, here's Morant for 3. Morant with another miss. A deep 3 from Leonard. Can't connect. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
I smack clowns with mad style.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor. Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Keeps the defense guessing. They don't know who to try to take away.
Now here's Morant. Jackson outside. Morant, the pass to Bane. No good from outside. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Here's Morant.
Defensively, Ayton's always had the size and length. Where he's really improved is with the angles he takes to the ball.
Inside. Durant, no good.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Pass to Jackson. Drives to the hoop. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
B.A., no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run. Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Here's Morant. No good that time. Nice D from Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Offensively, just what you're hoping for with that possession. KD coming down on the rim.
Brooks finds Jackson. Shoots over Durant. And Durant with the block. Outside Booker. Connects from downtown.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Phoenix with the ball. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Pass to Ayton. To the inside. The kick out to Paul. Launches a 3. And the Suns get another 3.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
I totally agree. They just can't be stopped. They're just firing on all cylinders.
Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Chris Paul.
The ability to stop and start, change pace. Morant's a handful off the dribble.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
So it's the Grizzlies now, following the score by Phoenix. Jackson outside. Good, and the setup by Morant. Jackson's got 5 now.
This is a big part of Jackson's game. It isn't the best looking shot, but it's deadly.
Here's Okogie. Shot from 12. Brooks with the rebound. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Morant, the pass to Jackson. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. Back to Morant. 5 on the clock. Jackson against Ayton. Jackson can't get it to go. The Suns leading. And Durant with the big finish.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And it's slammed in by Adams.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Bain, the pass to Jackson. And the three off target.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Pass to Paul. For three, Booker sends it home from three-point land. Give him 8.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the 3-ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Here's Ayton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ayton's got his second bucket on the night.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other.
And so it's Phoenix closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back to the game after this break. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Ayton, the screen on Bain. Back to Baisley. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every spot.
Oh, man!
Wow. I can't believe he just did that. Now, that is incredible.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
And Paul gets it to go. Paul's got 5.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Paul against...
Wow, he took off.
Can you say elevation?
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. Over Adams. Ayton, no good. The Grizzlies have gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start in the second. Morant, no good. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Booker with it. He's picked up by Adams. Warren, the pass to Booker. With the fadeaway. Down low. Here's Ayton. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this.
The previous play is under review.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Morant against Paul. Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The height and the reach. That makes Jackson practically unstoppable.
For three, Booker. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Jackson outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Paul. Lays it up and banks it in. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
Paul against Morant. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Jackson with it. Durant covering. Back to Jackson. Bane finds Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Here's Ross. The shot comes out, and Memphis taking it the other way now. Outside Morant. 1:14 left in the second. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
Phoenix calls timeout. Okogie's checked in for Warren. 1:06 left in the half. Paul against Morant. Here's Durant. Takes it inside. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Durant's got 6.
For a guy who is almost 7 feet, Kevin Durant has tight handles.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
He takes it in. And then Morant with the jam.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Durant for 3. He drops it from range. He's got 9.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Durant for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Kevin Durant has been leading. Okay, Ali, appreciate it.
The Grizzlies, 34. The Suns, 36.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker, he's done a great job moving the ball around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
On the floor for Phoenix, they've got Kevin Durant, Chris Paul out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. First one falls for him. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Durant's shot is off. Well, the Grizzlies shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Here's Morant with the drive, and then Morant with the dunk.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Here's Okogie. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Outside for Brooks. That three's off the mark. Phoenix has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Durant with the bucket.
Boy, look at the concentration from KD. It's elite. What balance on the finish.
Here's Morant. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Durant with it. He's picked up by Bane. Ross for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Shoots over Ayton. Back to Morant. A shot to stop the run. And the officials call goal. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the
previous play is under review.
There's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Ross for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Pass to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. That shot missing. So Phoenix will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11. Durant, he's got it going on. Now 7 for 10. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Morant into the lane, and they recover it. Here's Jackson, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Kevin Durant.
You know, he already has a number of go-to moves. Jackson's able to keep the defenders guessing.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. To the paint. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
Memphis trailing here. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Back to Okogie. To the middle. Ross finds Ayton. And here's Paul. Over Morant. And there's the shot clock violation. couldn't get the shot off in time. The Suns making a switch here. Booker's checked in. 1:21 left to play in the third quarter here. And here's Morant. 33 points for him. Jackson, the pass to Morant. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Ball passes to Durant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Baisley, he's checked in for Durant. Timeout called. Memphis. Jones, he's checked in for Memphis. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Paul for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Payne, the pass to Jones. Pass to Adams. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Suns making a change here. Warren's checked in. And he gets the bucket.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Ayton. And here's Booker, guarded by Bane. The fader. And the Suns miss again. Jones, the pass to Adams. This for the tie. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. Suns ahead. They lead by a... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Suns leading. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Desmond Bane is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Morant with the slam!
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Picked up by Baisley. Booker for 3. It's Booker on the wing. The fadeaway. Ball finds Booker. Now here's Ayton. Back to Booker. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Steven Adams.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
Back to Morant. Brooks, right side. 6 to shoot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
What makes Dillon Brooks especially valuable to a team, he's a competitor who you can count on to produce in the clutch.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams. Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
It's been that way all night. Each team just trying to outscore the other.
Here's Morant. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
What you know you love about Jaren Jackson is the length, the instincts. He has a natural feel for the game.
Booker no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Ball against Morant. And there's the drive. Morant with the slam!
You've got to be faster than that to beat Ja Morant to the spot. He's too explosive.
Booker against Bane. Pass to Baisley. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Here's Morant. Adams, the pass to Morant. There's Jackson with the three. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Up top, Booker, hounded by Morant. Pass to Aiden. Booker against Morant. Booker, the pass to Aiden. And stolen by Morant. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. Brooks finds Morant. To the inside. Paul with a steal. Timeout call. The Suns. They're trailing by 2. A minute 53 left in the 4th quarter. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Suns. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He went after his players about their poor defense in the paint, saying, quote, "You're showing no fight down there. You're letting them get any shot they want, and they're feasting on us. Show some toughness and push back, guys."
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Here's Booker. Otogi on the wing. Takes the 3. Here's Ayton. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Desmond Bane. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game. And that's given them a lot of options.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight.
Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. Driving to the basket. Here's Bane. 5 to shoot. Elbow shot. He's still feeling it. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Paul with it. Checked by Brooks. Paul passes to Booker. Ayton with a screen. Inside. Money.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Bane. And it's good. And tie game. Huge basket right there. And it's Phoenix's ball. Outside for Booker. The 3. And it's Bane with the rebound.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Timeout call. Memphis. The score's tied at 63. 32 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. This possession could decide the game.
And you really have to be smart with the ball here.
23 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
This is why he has the ball. Ja Morant, he loves to deliver in these moments.
Durant with a screen on Bane. Outside Durant. 3-pointer. Oh, nails the triple.
I mean, no hesitation in the clutch. Scoring the ball is second nature to KD.
Timeout called. Memphis. They're losing by 1. There's 14 seconds left in the 4th. All right, guys, what do you think?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
Here's Adams. Oh, no good! And he commits the intentional foul. Got That'll count if it goes. Can't cash it in. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. And Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Smack clowns with mad style.
very best. So Phoenix will get the first possession. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. You know, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Now, here's George. And it's sent back by KD.
Wow, twice on the pipes with Kevin Durant. That's the length coming into play right there.
Paul with the three. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Oh, Leonard in position. Westbrook finds Leonard. Back to Westbrook. The shot will not fall. Now the Suns take it the other way. At the top of the key, Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, Josh Okogie sees somebody working in space and puts the ball on time and on target.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. It's Westbrook with the drive. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide-open shooter. Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
And the Clippers have possession. The Suns getting the bucket. George, no good. Suns have gotten their first three shots to go in for him to start off this game. Back to KD. Pass to Okogie. To the middle. To the inside. Back to KD. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. The Clippers grab the miss. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. George finds Leonard. Morris against KD. Outside for George. The pass to Westbrook. Back to George. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Well, Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Now here's Leonard. Knocks it loose. Morris dishes to George. The shake. And Morris with the lay-in. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
On the wing, Morris. There's the drive and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Ayton.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
Baisley's checked in for Phoenix. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Monty Williams. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. Now, Zubac. After Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Passes it to Westbrook. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Westbrook's got his second bucket tonight.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
He feeds it to Leonard. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Basketball.
27 seconds left in the first. Paul right side. Just 5 to shoot. Paul George with the steal. Leonard inside. Phoenix grabs the miss. Stolen by Zubac. Now here's Leonard. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Suns on top. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Booker with no one around trains the three-pointer. Booker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, if Booker is in three-point territory, the defense has got to be there on the catch. He's got such tremendous accuracy from deep.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Ayton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Bazley. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Zubac. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Leonard finds Morris. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Okogie, and Terrence Ross is subbed in for Devin Booker. George looking around, and it's George finishing it off.
Excellent job reading the defense. Not content to go to that perimeter game. Paul George inside. Nice.
Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Now here's Paul. Inside, here's Ayton. Off on the layup.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Morris with the screen for Westbrook. Zubac finds George. Takes the 3. No good that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Deep 2 from Ross. Here's Bazley, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
And George, here we go, and it's George finishing it off.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Leonard with the steal. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And so they foul intentionally. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Now here's Ross. No points in the game yet for him. The three. Paul George grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 5. Drives to the hoop. Outside Leonard. And now we've got the intentional foul. You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community. Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
Westbrook finds George, and that's an intentional foul.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
And great, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one. A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they performed at the line.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now here's Ayton. Here's KD. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
How about the quick jump from Kevin Durant? He was impressive on that one.
Ross with the steal. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. And finished off by KD.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Doris, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness, because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him.
Now, here's George. What a terrific move that was. George has got 16.
How about the dribble drive ability of Paul George, the quick handles for a guy his size.
KD against Westbrook, and then Durant with the dunk.
And guys, it doesn't matter who you're rooting for. You've got to appreciate a reverse jam like that.
Greg, those kinds of dunks are how reputations are built.
Yes.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And Warren with the basket on the assist by Booker. Booker's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, you like the effort of T.J. Warren, capitalizing when he's shooting in the painted area.
George against Booker. Zubac kicks to George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Pretty much automatic tonight at the line, 8 for 8.
Paul George, one of those players the media appreciates because he doesn't give you pat answers. When you ask him a question, he is thoughtful and is honest.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Paul George, he's been the guy making... All right, David, thank you. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Well, his power is unbelievable. He's an intimidating force when he's at his best.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. T.J. Warren out there with Durant, and it's Ayton in its center. Now here's Westbrook. Takes it out to Leonard. No good from outside.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's KD. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight. George finds Westbrook. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Durant for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Durant's got 28 points for the game. Well, we know the NBA has worked to get rid of the hard foul doors, and the league has done a great job of doing that. What has contributed, though, to that line of thinking?
Well, I think any play can be reviewed, Kevin, and that's a good thing because if it's a non-basketball play, then you open yourself up to a flagrant 2. The punishment is significant enough to discourage the action. I love the rule changes as it relates to this particular infraction.
And here's Leonard. After Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep.
Because Kawhi Leonard has such a well-rounded offensive game, it's easy for him to put the defense in a bad position, draws contact there.
And so he hits both. Phoenix leading by 3. Leonard with the steal. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. In the corner, George with it. With the crossover, and it's sent back by KD. Westbrook kicks to Batum for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Paul goes in. Good. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
Shoots it up. That misses off the backboard. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. Leading by 5. Booker's shot is good.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Now Booker. Paul George missing from long range. Paul passes to Booker. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Warren kicks to Paul. 5 on the clock. Outside, KD goes back up. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Durant's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns. Outside for George. Back to Westbrook. They need this. A three-pointer is right on target. Westbrook's got 5 points in the quarter.
Pre-shot preparation, right? The ability to catch and shoot is there for Russell Westbrook.
Batum with the steal. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
A nice shot by Booker.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Leonard, basket good. And that's now 10 points for Leonard.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Westbrook against Paul. Booker outside. Outside Warren. Just 5 on the clock. Paul kicks to Warren. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nicholas Batum. Okogie's checked in for Phoenix. Clippers trail by 6. Outside, George. Zubats a screen on Booker. George dishes to Leonard. Outside for George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. George has got 22 points.
Well, Paul George will work hard to get to his spots offensively. Right now, they can count on him to put the ball in the basket.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. The pass to Plumlee. Up top, Leonard. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And George kicks to Leonard. From outside, off the mark. Up top, Durant. He's covered by Westbrook. Count it. And now a 7-point Suns lead.
Kevin Durant has the kind of handle and creativity to get by defensive players off the dribble drive. Nicely done.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Ivica Zubats. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. A three from Leonard. And it's KD with the rebound. For three, Okogie. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Clippers trail by 9. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Outside for George. For the three. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Well, Paul George, so dangerous from beyond the arc. You better get a hand up and contest.
No good from Booker.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
George against Booker. Takes it out to Leonard. Here's George. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. George has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, great scorers understand. If I can get to the offensive window, that's an easy putback. Nicely done, Paul George.
And here's Booker from the arc. That shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. And George, here we go. Passes to Zubats. Back to George. Kicks it to Plumlee. In the corner, it's Westbrook. George passes to Plumlee. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Suns leading by 5. Paul passes to Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on George.
Well, the length and size of Kevin Durant make him a prime target on the interior. So good at forcing the issue close to the basket.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. George with the bucket.
Now, Paul George balances his perimeter game with the ability to work in the painted area.
Okogie, the pass to Booker. Durant sets a screen for Booker. Bangs on the trifecta. And the Suns lead by 7.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Zubac. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Booker looking around. Pass to Paul. Booker against George. Booker dishes to Durant. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles, trailing by 5.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment. DeAndre Ayton with a big-time shot. Go ahead, young sir.
Outside for George. Leonard on the wing, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Here's George. Over in the corner, Zubac. That ball, nice speed that time from George. George has got 6 assists in the game. Here's Durant. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. KD's got 41.
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
Plumlee with it. Chris Paul covering. Here's George. No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Ayton. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. 54 seconds left in the game. And Booker kicks to Durant. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Pass to Okogie. Lock at 6. Tries again. Kicks it out to Booker. And the Suns call time here. They're up by 4. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the 4th. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. The focus of his speech was hustle. He told his players, those guys are going to come at us. We have to match their intensity, and we have to play with a great deal of energy. We're all in here, fellas. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
And Ayton throws it down.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Leonard with the steal. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Outside Durant. From deep. Misses the shot. So the Suns win it. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
I smack clowns with mad style.
right, Grant.
Here we go.
I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Jackson outside. On the wing, Bane. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Up top, Westbrook, pounded by Morant. Morris passes to George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Back to Morant. Outside Bane. Takes a 3. It doesn't go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Westbrook with it. Jackson in his pocket. Leonard passes to Westbrook. Back to Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
And this is how you become a triple-double machine like Russell. You get the ball to the easy open shot.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
First personal foul.
The free throw drops for Morant. Goes up off the inbound. Blocked. Westbrook against Morant. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Jackson for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Memphis leading. And stolen by Leonard. Driving inside. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Kicks it to George. All sorts of time. Adams grabs the miss.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
In 2000. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow.
Amazing. Man. I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go. The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Into the lane. And he can't jam it through.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
George against Morant. Uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 11 points.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
George for three. Offensive board. Morris outside. This one for three. And George gets it to go on the assist from Morris.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Morant against Westbrook.
Yes, sir! Wow! Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. From deep, Morant. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Brooks left side. There's the three. Clock at 6. Ooh, Morris with a steal. And so it's Memphis up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's mostly due to their superb. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Memphis?
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. Jackson for 3. Here's Brooks. And that one is stuffed right through.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. George has got 7.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Back to Payne. Pass to Morant. There's the drive and score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive. Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Morant's gotten 4 this quarter.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Here's George. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Brooks. For Memphis, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Oh, got that one up quick. Morant's got 21 points in the game.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
To end the run, Leonard can't get it to go.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie. Drops in the 3. George has got 10 points.
Just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you get up to throw down. And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, BA.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. All right, Brent, you're part of the front office. Take back the curtain a little here. What do you guys do that the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, the draft process is a lot more in depth than people would ever realize. And one of the biggest things, BA, that you have to take into account is what it is, not just talent-wise you're inviting into the building, but the character and how it fits around what you've already established. So taking one guy that might be a player that you think is a great player might not be great for the current team that you have. And so the layers, they run pretty deep.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Up and in on the layup. Now just a 4-point Memphis lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. And stolen by Leonard. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's Morris. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The offensive rebound. It's stolen by Leonard. On the break. George for three. Oh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a 1-possession game. Well done.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Over Bain. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for Ja Morant. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. That one drops for him.
Strong move there. Russell getting his feet in the paint, and he can taste two.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Adams. What a terrific move that is. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Zubats passes to Leonard. Back to Zubats. George with it. He's picked up by Bain. George's shot is good. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA. Woo! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's George. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Desmond Bain.
I'm not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Morant driving in, and then Morant with the dunk.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
George hits them both.
Now, you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Puts up a three. Rebound by the Clippers. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds now. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Back to Brooks. Adams against Westbrook. Adams, shot's good. Adams has gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, Adams, with that kind of positioning so deep inside, he becomes a force down low.
Here's George. Grizzlies with the rebound. Oh, got a piece of it. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Morant. And that misses. That would have put him up. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. The kick out to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Back to Morris. Pass to Leonard. Three-pointer. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He buries it from 3. Leonard's got 13 now.
Sometimes tough to get out to that corner, and Kawhi sat there. And
yes, sir!
Oh, my!
Throw that one up top. What a play. B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Plenty of daylight on that shot. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
With these nights where he just decides to start dominating offensively, and Paul George making it look like that tonight.
Brooks finds Morant. Outside for Brooks. Lets it go from deep. Good. And the setup by Morant. 9 points in the game.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And that one falls for Westbrook.
And for Westbrook, you talk about playing with a controlled intensity. And when he does that, he's unstoppable.
Memphis has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Outside Morant. And he drives in. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. He got his timing down. Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Up in time. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in it to 5, down low. Memphis trailing here. Morant with it, guarded now by Morris. Morant against George. They get the rebound. Outside Bain. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
And he's able to get it back. George passes to Zubats. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 3rd assist of the night.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, has got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
No luck on that one. The Grizzlies have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Morris with it. Jackson in his pocket. The pull-up J. George's shot is off. Well, the Grizzlies shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Here's Morant. Adams, the pass to Morant. Second chance effort. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's George. And George with the jam.
You got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that. And Paul George definitely has the head.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's what you tune in for right there. Wow.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. George goes up and lays it in nice and easy. George has got 37.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
Bain, the pass to Morant. Now Brooks. Leonard defending. Here's Morant. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down. Westbrook's got 5 rebounds in the game. George, no good. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
For Memphis, they've got 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. And Morant drops them both.
Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
Here's George going inside. Soft touch off the glass. George has got 43 points.
Paul George just quick and smooth that time coming down the lane.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
For Memphis, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Can you say prime-time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Westbrook finds Morris. It's George on the wing, guarded by Bain. Just 5 to shoot. George, good. George has got 45 points.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his sword.
Oh, nice.
Look at the bench.
Down.
I mean, the bench is going nuts.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Now, just because he might not be as big as some of the other guys that are on the floor, it doesn't dissuade him from getting in there and playing fearlessly on the glass.
And so here are the Clippers. They lead by 4. George for 3, and that comes off the assist by Morris. George has got 48.
This is what you expect. Paul George can get it going from the perimeter like that.
The drive by Morant. Oh, connects again. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, he settled for.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Smack clowns with mad style.